Do you feel like you can't save any money because your salary is just too small? So many people believe that you need to be earning big bucks to start building wealth. But honestly, that's just not true. The secret to financial freedom isn't about how much you earn, but how you manage what you have. It's about building smart habits with the small money, because that's what grows into big money later. Today I'm going to share 10 practical, no-fluff ways you can start saving money, even on a tight budget. And trust me, tip number 7 is a game changer that most people overlook. So grab a notepad and let's dive right into how you can start building your savings today. First up, tip number 1. Track every single dollar, pound, or cedi. I know it sounds tedious, but this is the foundation of everything. If you don't know where your money is going, you have absolutely no control over it. Think about it like a ship captain who doesn't have a map. You're just drifting and you'll end up wherever the current takes you. Start by writing down everything you spend money on for 1 month. Yes, everything. That morning coffee, the bus fare, that little snack you bought on your way home. You can use a simple notebook or a free app on your phone. The goal here isn't to judge yourself, but to become aware. You'll be amazed at how much you spend on things you don't even remember buying. This awareness alone will naturally make you think twice before spending and help you plug those small, silent leaks that are sinking your financial ship. Alright, let's move on to tip number 2. And this one is crucial. Pay yourself first. What does that mean? It means the very moment your salary hits your bank account, before you pay any bills, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else, you move a portion of it into a separate savings account. This is a non-negotiable rule. Many people try to save what's left at the end of the month, but let's be real. How often is there anything left? For most of us, the answer is never. Life happens. Unexpected costs pop up, and our money just vanishes. By paying yourself first, you prioritize your future. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Start small. Even if it's just 5% or 10% of your income. Automate it if you can, so the money moves without you even having to think about it. This one habit flips the script. Instead of saving what's left after spending, you're spending what's left after saving. It is a powerful mindset shift that guarantees you always putting something away for your goals. Now for tip number 3, create a simple budget. The word budget can sound scary and restrictive, but it's really just a plan for your money. It's you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. A super simple and effective method is the 50-30-20ths rule, but you can adjust it to fit your small salary. Let's create our own version. Divide your income into 3 simple categories: needs, savings, and wants. Your needs are the essentials: rent, utilities, transport to work, and basic food. This will likely be the biggest chunk of your income. Your savings is the portion you decided to pay yourself first. And finally, wants. This is the money for everything else: eating out, new clothes, entertainment. With a small salary, your wants category will naturally be the smallest, and that's okay. A budget isn't about depriving yourself, it's about being intentional. It gives you permission to spend guilt-free on your wants because you know your needs and savings are already covered. You are in control. Tip number 4 is a big one for our modern world. Kill impulse buying. We are constantly bombarded with ads telling us we need the latest gadget, the newest fashion, the next best thing. Marketers are experts at creating a sense of urgency and desire. So, how do we fight back? With a simple rule, the 24-hour wait. Before you buy anything that isn't an absolute necessity, force yourself to wait for at least 24 hours. When you see that shiny new thing online or in a store, don't buy it immediately. Add it to your cart or take a picture of it and then walk away. During that 24-hour period, ask yourself some honest questions. Do I truly need this? Or do I just want it in this moment? Can I afford this without derailing my budget? Do I already own something similar that does the job? More often than not, after a day has passed, the initial excitement will have faded and you'll realize you don't actually need it that badly. This simple pause is your secret weapon against impulsive spending that wrecks your savings goals. Next, tip number 5, reduce your food expenses. For many of us, food is one of the top 3 expenses after housing and transportation. And it's an area where small daily purchases add up to a shocking amount over time. That daily $5 lunch or $3 coffee doesn't seem like much, but do the math. $5 a day is $25 a week, $100 a month, and a whopping $1,200 a year. Imagine what you could do with an extra $1,200. The solution is simple: cook more at home. Start by planning your meals for the week. This helps you create a specific grocery list and avoids buying random items at the store. And please, pack your lunch for work. It might take an extra 15 minutes in the morning or the night before, but the savings are enormous. You don't have to become a gourmet chef. Simple meals like rice and stew, sandwiches, or salads are perfectly fine. Eating at home is not only cheaper, but it's often healthier too. It's a win-win for your wallet and your well-being. Let's talk about tip number 6. Cancel useless subscriptions. We live in a subscription economy. Streaming services, music apps, gym memberships, software, subscription boxes, it's endless. And they are designed to be set and forget. You sign up, and a small amount of money silently leaves your account every month. The problem is, we often forget what we've signed up for. Take a moment right now or after this video to go through your bank and credit card statements. Scrutinize every recurring charge. Ask yourself, how often do I actually use this service? Be brutally honest. Are you paying for 3 different streaming services but only watch one? Are you paying for a gym membership you haven't used in 6 months? Do you have app subscriptions on your phone for things you no longer need? Each of these small monthly charges is a leak in your financial bucket. Cutting them off is like plugging those leaks. It's free money that you can redirect straight into your savings account. Now for tip number 7, the one I told you might surprise you. Save with a purpose. This is the psychological hack that makes all the other tips stick. Just saving money for the sake of saving money is vague and uninspiring. It's easy to give up when there's no clear reason why you're making sacrifices. You need to give your money a mission. What are you saving for? Is it to pay off a debt and finally be free? Is it for a down payment on a small apartment? Is it for your children's education? Is it to build an emergency fund so you can sleep better at night, knowing you're covered if your car breaks down? Get specific, write your goal down, create a vision board. Name your savings account, My Debt-Free Life Fund, or Future Home Deposit. When your savings have a clear, emotionally charged purpose, it creates powerful motivation. Every time you're tempted to splurge, you can think of your goal. You're not just not buying that expensive coffee. You're investing that money into your dream. Purpose builds discipline far more effectively than willpower alone. Moving on to a very practical one. Tip number 8. Buy in bulk when it makes sense. This doesn't mean you should go out and buy a pallet of toilet paper you have no space for. It means being strategic. For non-perishable items that you use regularly, buying in larger quantities is almost always cheaper in the long run. Think about things like rice, cooking oil, soap, laundry detergent, and toiletries. Compare the unit price, the price per ounce, per pound, or per item. You'll often find that the larger package costs significantly less per unit than the smaller one. This requires a bit of upfront cash, which is why your budget and savings are so important. You can set aside a small fund specifically for bulk purchases. Buying a large bag of rice once a month can save you a lot compared to buying small bags every few days. Just be careful not to buy bulk perishable items that you cut and finish before they expire. That is just wasting money. Be smart, plan ahead, and let bulk buying work for your budget. Tip number 9 addresses another major money drain: transportation costs. Depending on where you live, getting from point A to point B can eat up a huge portion of your income, often silently. If you drive, you're not just paying for fuel. You're paying for insurance, maintenance, repairs, and parking. These costs add up fast, so explore your options. Is public transportation a viable alternative for your daily commute? It's often significantly cheaper than owning and operating a car. Could you carpool with a colleague and split the cost of fuel? Or, if you live close enough to your workplace, could you walk or bike a few days a week? This is not only free, but it's also great exercise. Even choosing a less expensive mode of public transport can make a difference. Look at your daily travel habits and ask, is there a cheaper way to do this? Reducing your transport costs can free up a surprising amount of cash each month to boost your savings. And finally, tip number 10. Start a small side hustle. Now, before you say, I don't have time, hear me out. We're not talking about starting a multi-million-dollar company. We're talking about finding a small way to generate a little extra income. The goal here is to supplement your salary so you can accelerate your savings. What are you good at? Do you have a skill that others would pay for? Maybe you're great at writing, graphic design, or managing social media. You could offer your services online. Maybe you're a fantastic baker, or you're good at fixing things. You could sell your baked goods to friends and neighbors or offer handyman services in your community. Even something as simple as babysitting, tutoring, or delivery services can bring in extra cash. The beauty of a side hustle is that even a small extra income, say $100 or $200 a month, can make a massive difference when you're on a tight budget. If you dedicate that extra income entirely to your savings, you'll reach your financial goals much, much faster. So there you have it, 10 actionable ways to save money, even with a small salary. Let's quickly recap. Track your spending, pay yourself first, create a budget, kill impulse buys, cook at home, cancel useless subscriptions, save with a purpose, buy in bulk smartly, cut transport costs, and start a small side hustle. Remember, saving money isn't about being rich right now. It's about being wise and intentional with what you have. The journey to financial well-being is a marathon, not a sprint. The key is to start small and be consistent. Don't get discouraged if you can only save a tiny amount at first. Every little bit counts, and these small habits will build a powerful momentum over time. Your future self will be incredibly grateful for the smart choices you start making today. If you found any of these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone you think could benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, practical, personal finance advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.